Hi, I'm Juliet Easton, and this is the day 3 video for the Think to Succeed video challenge with Chris Whitehead and Tina Spriggs. And the topic for today's video is a time that I was stuck and the defining moment that helped me get unstuck. There have been a lot of those in my life, but a lot of them are very personal. So I'm going to talk about one that really affected me that's not like a lot of personal detail kind of stuff, and actually has changed my life in a major way. So one thing that has kind of been a repeated thing for me where I have felt stuck throughout my life many times is with seeing things in the future. I kind of tend to be visionary. Knowing that I'm going to be doing something and having a hard time being patient with letting it just unfold and trying to force it to happen. And I never could understand why that was going on and why I was getting so frustrated all the time. Well, a really cool thing happened this past spring. I was having a massage therapy session with my friend Pam Gilchrist, and she told me about a really cool thing called human design. And so I started looking into that, and went to the site for it is Jovian, Jovian archive. That's right, Jovian archive, archive.org. And it's really cool. So it's this cool system that combines 4 things, and I know I'm going to forget one of them because I always do. It combines astrology, the I Ching, the Kabbalah, and one other thing. I can't remember what. But it basically is based around your birthday, and it tells you what your authority is, like where you make your decisions from. It tells you what your body type is, which basically is your energy, your aura. What type of aura you have and the way it functions best. And let's see, it tells you your personality type, and it tells you your definition. So it's kind of complex. I'm not going to go into all that in that video, and that was, in this video that I learned with that, because there's a lot to it. But basically, I'll tell you overall what I learned about myself that really changed me feeling stuck a lot, which is with discovering that just one part, I'm just going to talk about one part of it, which is the aura type, the way you process stuff, the way your energy field interacts with other people and all that. So I am a manifesting generator. And so is Michael, my boyfriend. We actually are the exact same type of the 4 basic areas, which is pretty wild. Overall, I'm a 5-1 is my personality type. I am a manifesting generator is my energy type. My seat of authority is basically second chakra. No, not second, third chakra. Third chakra, solar plexus, which basically is being an emotional being, where you have these cycles where your emotions go up and down. And that's completely normal when you have that type of authority. That's your decisions come from your emotions when you're an emotional being that's driven by your solar plexus. So that was huge for me too. And I'm going to have videos about all this stuff because I think it's really, really cool. And I've learned a lot about myself with this. But the biggest thing was in split definition. It's a definition for me. Biggest thing for me, though, was as far as the frustration part goes, generators and manifesting generators are supposed to respond. They're not supposed to try to force things to happen. So, and once I learned about that and I started looking back over my life, I could look at the times in my life where I was ecstatically happy and things were just coming together in beautifully wonderful, miraculous ways. And there was tons of synchronicity going on. And it's when I was responding, when I was not trying to make things happen. When I was, it doesn't mean you don't take action. big difference here. And it's kind of tricky. You definitely take action, but you take action in response to things. So when you come up with an idea, the idea is in response to something else. When you decide who to work with, it's in response to something. Like one thing that's worked really well for me business-wise recently is when I've needed somebody to work with a project on, I put something up in a group that I'm in. And recently it's been a group that Christina Bedley started, Kick-Ass Business Divas group, which is awesome. So that group has been immensely helpful for me. So like when I needed somebody as a virtual assistant, I put something up in there. When I needed somebody to work with on strategy, I put something up in there. And basically put what it was I was looking for. And then whoever responded, I would talk to them. And it just has worked out really well for me to do that. Another way that the whole responding thing happens is paying attention to synchronicity. And I know I'm on the right path when I have tons of synchronicity happening in my life. And that's been happening a lot recently because I'm like really just kicking booty right now with my business stuff. And it's really exciting. So that has been really critical for me. I can't tell you how many times in my life that I wanted to record my music. And I tried to find people to work with musically, and I tried to make it happen. And the universe kept telling me, you got to be patient. You've got to wait. And it's going to happen at the right time with the right people. And sure enough, that's what's happening. And I'm in the process of recording my first album with my boyfriend and soulmate and business partner, Michael. And it's really exciting. And I was not ready to do this until now. I wasn't emotionally ready to do this. I didn't have enough belief in myself to do it to right now. And the way I would have gone about doing it would not be nearly as strong as the way I'm going about doing this now. So I'm learning that responding for me, instead of trying to force things, works so much better, and I don't end up feeling stuck, and I don't end up feeling frustrated. So if you're into a lot of personal development stuff, and you're kind of open-minded about checking out new things, I would definitely suggest checking out human design. You can find out what your human design type is for free, and you can do some research on your own for free. What I would really recommend, though, is the site. And I'm not affiliated with this site in any way. I don't make any money off of this. I just think it's really cool. They have a thing where for $50, you can get like videos. You get a ebook you can download. And then there's videos on the 4 different areas that I discussed at the beginning. So, and there's more to it than those 4 areas. There's like your incarnation cross, what your specific purpose is in this lifetime. There's this thing called variables that I haven't even looked into yet. So there's a lot of it, a lot more to it than what I've mentioned in here. And I haven't gone into depth with it in this video at all. But it has been a great tool for me. I have learned more about myself and the way I work than I have from Myers-Briggs, from an anagram, which I probably pronounced incorrectly. Let's see, what else? I'm trying to think any other kind of tests I've done that are like that. Can't think of any off the top of my head. Or even just looking at, basic astrology chart, birth chart. I've learned a lot more from looking at human design. It's pretty cool. So that's what helped me get unstuck from feeling stuck all the time, is not feeling like I have to make things happen, and just to be cool with responding to whatever comes in front of me in my life, and going with the flow, and just being in the flow and being cool with it, and not letting myself get stressed, just realizing that everything is unfolding exactly as it's supposed to be. And even things that seem kind of weird and strange in the world. There's some crazy things going on in the world right now. And a lot of the veils are being lifted about a lot of things in the world that people are discovering right now that weren't really clear a year ago. And even all that serves a higher purpose, and everything's happening for a reason. And so that has been immensely empowering for me to realize that. Thanks so much.